Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned. Borfelschorf, no Baba, steampunk. What's going on, people? Sky High SMS with the first. My dude, what is up? What is up? Let me put on one more tune for us. Downloaded some copyright-free music to kind of help out the stream a little bit so I can put the streams on the YouTube. But let me give you what you all came here for. A full face of beard. What is going on? Beautiful motherfuckers. It has been so long. Yeah, you know, I've been keeping up with YouTube, and if you're Sky High SMS, you know, well, you know each other in real life. But, you know, so there's, what? 3 subs right off the bat? Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Oh my goodness. We going ham. Scott Courtright, anime mangas, Golf, Foxtrot, Yankee. Dude, everyone's coming in right now. Chuffing, Hambone. Dude. Dude, that's amazing. But, so just to finish what I was saying real quick, to those of you who've been keeping up with the YouTube, you know, I haven't been gone very long, but for those of you who've only been in the Twitch community, it's, let me turn this down a little bit for you. It's been an ill minute. it's been a year. I'd say it's been like right about 5 months, maybe a little bit more. No Baba, Sky High SMS. Yeah, the music, it's just, you know, something. It makes it so I can put this on YouTube and I don't have to worry about anything too majestic as ever. Alright, I mean, I got a little bit of a wave going on. I didn't have time to take a full shower today. I showered last night. I didn't really need it. Sometimes when I don't shower the beard, it just has a mind of its own. Right on, anime manga. Soldier 2K, long time no see. Indeed. But Scott Courtright has subscribed with a 3-month, with tier 3. Sorry, I almost misread that. I'm new. I'm new, guys. First time streamer. Please be nice. Hold on a second. Let me scroll up. Scott. And almost $40 damn worth of bits. 30. First of all, guys, I just want to apologize. I don't know why the alerts aren't popping up. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. First, I got a lot of meet and greets here to do in chat. Once we settle down, I'm gonna look into the alerts. I don't know why they're not working. Not just value meal 3, but that's damn near 4th meal. Sky High SMS. I gotta make sure I say hi to everyone though. I don't want to miss anyone. Like, I don't want someone to feel like, oh, you say hi to everyone but me. If I don't say hi to anyone, I just missed you. And that's all. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to get everyone. You're so good at Fortnite, you've been slaying. Dude, Sky High SMS, you're a fucking mod. Go ahead and drop your stats. If you have a link to your stats in the chat, go for it. So let's talk. Let's talk about what's going on. And by the way, dude, Scott, before we talk about what's going on, hype, emotes, wherever you get your love emojis, can you please show them for Scott Courtright dropping 39.40 bits and a tier 3 sub in the first 7 minutes of the stream. Thank you very much for the warm welcome back, and it's excellent timing, excellent hype. I'm feeling the love already from everyone. Honestly, it's a great feeling. It's so good to see you guys. It's great to be back. Thank you very much. Thank you for showing some love for Scott. Really appreciate it. So those of you who follow me on Twitter, or if you're in my Discord, you'd know that I went to PAX East this weekend. That was a damn good time. Let me just say right now. You know, I met up with TVS BOH, who's now Mike the Bard. If you're familiar with him, he's been on my streams, and he's just a legend in roleplay in general. You know, I got to meet up with him an old friend of mine, Sammy D, a couple of streamers, like a duo that streams together, Tokemon Gray, also members of World Best Gaming. Hilarious people. I bet there's a lot of you guys who've probably run into them before. Epic Andy, what's going on, my dude? How are you, man? Thanks for showing up. Exerno, Bailey Turner, Fat Tony, the man, the myth, the legend. Exerno here. Let me just say, Fat Tony / Exerno, whatever you want to call him, he has been a wonderful addition in the videos that I've been putting out on the EDRP server. Whether I was Dale Tucker or Richie, Tony made a great addition. What's going on, Ev the Nev? Sup, my dude? Good to see you, man. Good to fucking see you. I know, Fat Tony is... I think anyone who has played or watched a lot of Orgabyte can agree. Fat Tony is a lot cooler than Bailey ever was. He's so funny. And it's just like... It's not just that he's funny, he's funny exactly when he needs to be. Like, he's always got the one-liners. Why is it that it's the same person, right? It's the same human being at the steering wheel, but Fat Tony's got those better one-liners. And yeah, I'll be honest, yeah, Richie Dominic is definitely a lot cooler than me. Yeah, and for those of you who've been watching my videos, you know who Richie Dominic is. If not, I don't know if you'll ever see him on Twitch, but check out the YouTube videos, you know? It's good stuff. Richie Dominic is on another level. He's very fun to play. Bailey been tossed to the curb. Well, we'll see. I mean, Bailey Turner maybe could return as a cop on OCRP. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'd like to see how Bailey Turner would handle returning to law enforcement after a couple of years. That could be pretty cool. About to do your interview? Good luck, man. Yeah, to everyone interested, they reopened applications and interviews, and it sounds like if you have an application in, they'll contact you about interviews. But we've been talking a bit, so let me get ready to get back into the gameplay. But before I do, I gotta mess with Twitch alerts. I want to try and see if I can fix that. Oh, Twitch alerts. What am I like? 80 years old? Twitch alerts is so 2008. Streamlabs, God. Give me just a second though. I gotta get the proper link. I haven't used any of this in so fucking long. It's something that I really should have messed with and didn't. I don't know. I might not have alerts today, which would suck. I mean, I can see them when they come in, but I'm not seeing them here on stream. I just want to take a minute to try and get that back. Alright, normally all I have to do to fix this, you open up, lesson to anyone else who has issues with this. Sometimes when Streamlabs would shit the bed on me, you just delete the URL, and then you save it with the URL deleted, and then you just kind of re-enter it. Actually, it's a completely different address anyways. Alright, well, we'll find out if it's working. But as for us, right, meow, guys, we're going to hop into OCRP. We're going to start to get it done. Alright. So I got to get in the server, because they're very strict, and for good reason. They're very strict about not showing their IP address. They're an unlisted server, and they do that for a reason. And that reason is not so streamers can show off the IP address when they go live. So, yeah. Dude, it's just... one other thing I wanted to say, and I'm gonna actually highlight this part specifically as well, because what I'm about to say actually really means a lot to me. So I haven't streamed, not for one single second, since the end of November, beginning of December. It was right around before Christmas that I stopped. And while I was putting out YouTube videos, I still did. I took even a 2-month break from that. But you know, I came back and I started doing YouTube videos, but I still did not come back to Twitch. However, there are a handful of you guys out there, a pretty decent-sized handful, and you stayed subscribed to me, whether it was for 1 month where I didn't stream, you clicked resub, or, well, you didn't click unsub, or whether it was the whole time, whether it was GameWisp, whether it was Twitch, a really good amount of you have stayed subscribed to me the entire time I was gone. And that money, it wasn't a lot, obviously, but it was enough. Like when times felt like shit was about to hit the fan, money like from subscriptions 2 or 3 months ago would just end up in my PayPal. And you know, Krista was just coming back from her leave, and I didn't stream for so long, so just those little bits, they made a huge difference, you know. So to stay subscribed to someone who is not streaming, I've done it before. Like Honor B took a big break. I took a, you know, I stayed subscribed to him because, I mean, what can I say? He's got the red solo cup and the taser. It's a solid set of emotes. But also, I believed in him and I knew he'd be back. So to everyone who extended me the same courtesy, it means a lot, and you did make a difference. You did. You helped me out when I needed it, and all you had to do was just keep on doing what you were already doing, and just count on my return. So, thank you. Sky, what? What? Hold on a second. What? I gotta turn up the alert volume on that because I couldn't hear the music very well. Sky High SMS just donated $100 to the return of the Broadcast Nation. Thank you. Thank you. My friends, show Sky High SMS some love, please. Emojis, love, hype, monies, whatever you got that shows love, or money emojis, whatever you got, donation love emojis, show some love for Sky High and Scott Courtright coming in with some serious love. Blackbeard, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Okay. Tears. Honestly, Sky High, and like I was already almost there. I was almost there when I'm talking about the subscriptions, and then during that, $100 comes in, and even though I didn't cry, it was like maybe you wouldn't get this, Sky High, but maybe anyone else who's watched people play Final Fantasy 15 live on stream, and they don't see it coming. You just see them dealing with the sad parts, like, yeah, I got this, and they don't cry on stream. A lot of people give in and they break, but some people they stand strong, and I don't know how they do it, but they look real tough and they don't bawl their eyes out in front of you. Unknown King, were you at PAX East this weekend? I had a good time. I don't know if you were there and you also had a good time, but I had a great time. The Capellos wanted you to donate that. Is it Friday? Shit. Well, that's fucking savage. Thank you very much, Sky High. Much appreciated. All right. You ready? You ready? This is my big return. Boop. Man, the proportions are a little jank, but I'll deal with that in time. I gotta go 10-8 on the old dispatch. San Andreas C420.
C420, go ahead.
You can go ahead and show me 10-8.
10-4, mark it 10-8.
Alright, how's the volume on your end, guys? Was anything I need to turn up or down? Please let me know. We got some troubleshooting to do. And we have, so we have the open CAD. I don't know if you've seen this on other people's streams before, or other people's videos, but we got ourselves a little open CAD here, and for example, Jack Smith is the person who I dealt with in my first video. So I mean, like I've already shown his profile on my video, so I'm just kind of revisiting it. But this is our system, just to give you an idea. We've got plate lookup, weapons permit lookup. I really think that's cool. And this is just a database that the civilians create. They can create their own criminal record when they create their character. I think. Don't 100% quote me on that. I think they can. They create their own record when they create their character, if that's true. But also that record, like that criminal record consists of, you know, just like many other servers, their actions here. Hey, Tyler 2 Challenger. You know, I got a friend alert saying Tyler 2 Challenger is watching. I'm like, I don't know that guy. I know Scardash, though. Welcome back, my dude. MG Smithy, what's going on? And Unknown King. Oh, you couldn't make the PAX East. Have you been before? It's a good time. All right, so you see this uniform that I'm wearing now, guys? We're not ready to wear this. End game, the end game. You know, like once I beat the raid boss, this is the gear I'm gonna get. No, I'm just mostly kidding. Once the development fixes everything with something called the EUP, Emergency Uniform Package. Once they fix all that, this is how we're gonna be rolling when we're highway patrol. When we're LSP, you can switch. By the way, you can switch divisions once every 24 hours. A really cool perk of this server. So, for someone like me, and so there's so many content creators here, big and small, so many. And you know, I feel that not only would they personally get bored, but their viewers would get bored watching them patrol the same areas every day. So they allow us to change divisions every 24 hours. For right now, I like this uniform and I like being Trooper Rothcast. By the way, I am Unit 420. Figured a lot of you guys would appreciate that. All right. But until they fix the EUP, we're using the NPC models right now. So highway, I'm gonna go with this guy. And face. Excuse me. Small stream burp. It was just a small one, though. There we go. Kinda. I'd say the most appropriate look. Like, this guy could pass for Rothcast on a really bad day. It was unfortunate. Yeah, they made me shave my beard. That's it. Yeah. Was I a part of it? Okay, so MG Smithy, I'll tell you about that in just a second. Don't let me forget about that. If I do move on and don't talk about that, yell at me and I'll answer you. Nothing bad about it. I just want to make sure that my gear's all set before I just go on like a small story time. Nothing good or bad. It just didn't. It wasn't what I was looking for. It didn't work out. I think John is a really cool guy though. John S. I think I got his name right. Yeah, John S. Stalker on YouTube. He helped me out quite a bit when I was experimenting with DOJ. Well, it wasn't the place for me. He did help me out. And I'm trying to find like a way to get the gun. Yeah, or accessories, I suppose. Helmet. I can't take my helmet off. Okay. So, you know, he was helping me out with the training. I was brand new to GTA Roleplay, and I wasn't a very good driver. On top of that, I had files from State of Emergency, because I tried it for like a day, and then I couldn't even get back in after that. But I had the citizen files from there that were making me drive like a madman. It was crazy. Can I get I'm trying to get like the gun in his pocket. Like, you can get a gun in your holster. I don't know. It's not working. That's no big deal. So yeah, he helped me out. He gave me another shot to do the driving course. Cause legit, I failed the fuck out of the EVOC course when I applied to DOJ a year ago, or over a year ago. And the reason I ended up leaving DOJ, the same reason this server exists. And I say leave DOJ. I was a member of DOJ for a week or two. I patrolled one time. That was it. And then, you know, it just wasn't the place for me. But the main reason I left is the same reason that this server kind of exists. I didn't really want to go by one rule that said I couldn't play anywhere else. So I put in a resignation over there, even though I only did one patrol. You know, I wish I could have done more, but I figured.
Only sound 124.
I figured with that rule, I didn't want to waste anyone else's time.
Show me 1058.
You know, I didn't want to waste anyone else's time on training or anyone's resources if I knew I wasn't going to be okay with that rule. Static Dearborn, Sif Josh W, what's going on? I got it. No more Black Mr. Clean. Hell yeah. What? Rovcast without a beard? Don't worry. When they get the EUP going, I'll have, you know, the really short beard. Okay, so when ACDC first originated, I reached out to John, and I was like, hey, it sounds like you've got a server that operates a lot like DOJ with the trainers and all that, and I was interested in experimenting with that. So I wanted to try that. However, oh, this one, does this say? I asked John, and he said he didn't have a rule about multiple servers. You know, there was nothing prohibiting me from doing that. Essentially, isn't the car I want. There was no rule prohibiting me from doing multiple servers. I ended up taking a massive break from everything. You know, obviously you guys know that. I ended up taking a break from GTARP, content creation on Twitch and YouTube. Indeed. And when I returned, or when I started returning to GTA, not necessarily content, but I started returning to GTA, I saw a video from Fire Kitten recruiting for ACDC, and it said they have a one clan rule. And basically, I saw them introduce that rule, and it was just ripperoonies, you know? R.I.P. the dream. But I do think John is pretty savage. Finish your interview? Nice, nice. Did they give you an answer, or are they gonna give you an answer later? Fuck yeah! Did you tell them you want to stick with civilian, or did you talk about switching over to cops? I mean, we kind of talked about that, but you never told me that's what you wanted to do. We just kind of threw the idea around. How you doing, Static Dearborn? It's good to see you, man. And yeah, Steampunk. Ralph-cast without a beard. Shit just ain't right. It just ain't right. Oh, you know what? I do want to, I want to announce 2 places that I'm streaming. Just a moment, please. I need to put it on, Discord.
Metro Paul 184.
All right, I got it up.
Paul 184, go ahead.
And
You show me 10-7, 1042 for a few. Be back in a little while.
I copy you. 10-7, 1042.
10-4 on that Discord
12:49.
message. For the record.
Thank you, you too.
Okay, I wanted to also
Counting Sound 142.
and link my shit on the OCRP server.
Sam 124.
Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts. I'm trying to get back to this whole streaming business.
Do we have
Being
any
live.
HP on
It's
that
new.
time?
It's new again for me. Alright.
10-4, we have Charles 420.
Advise, could I get a response to Sonora Freeway headed south? just by nearest person is going to be 1051. To a obstruction on the shoulder. I don't really know how to describe it. It's the big O ball from the fruit stand on Joshua, which is obviously
I'll have to
rolled
post
down
that
it.
link later. They called for a highway unit.
10-4, I copy.
C420 does copy.
10-4 for Charles 420, stand by for attachment.
Kind of like the name C420. I don't know. I mean, I'm unit 420, and if you're highway, you're Charles. Like C, Charles is the beginning of your call sign. So it's I don't know. It seems like double joke. C4 and 420. It's stupid, but I guess it's catchy, if anything. Charles 420 dispatch. You can show me 3 miles from said call. I shouldn't have said that. I screwed up. You're not supposed to say to dispatch. I'm not going to use radio time to call myself out on it, but I am going to call myself out on stream. So the way they want you to do it is they want you to call on dispatch. So I would say San Andreas, because I'm highway patrol, state police. San Andreas, Charles 420, or 420, either way. And then I use the 10 code for the call, or I say like, traffic, or 10-8, something like that. So, I gotta work on breaking old habits. My previous experience helps me in a lot of ways, of course. But when it comes to breaking old habits, it really can throw me for a loop. Hold on a second. Alt-tab with cruise control. Oh, almost screwed up. It's having me go up here. Why is it having me go up here? I think my GPS just trolled me. My GPS just trolled me. Oh, I'm sorry, Coyote. I'm sorry. I'm on the same page. I couldn't do that either. Static.
Sam 124 blank county.
I'm definitely rusty to all.
Sam 124, go ahead.
Rusty to all things.
Advise, will you be assisting Charles 420 on this call, or are you going to be 10-8?
A firm, yeah, I'll remain on scene.
Copy, stand by for attachment.
And so this car, I mean, it is modeled to be San Andreas lore friendly. Like altered to be so, but it's based off of the Florida State Trooper livery. Livery? I think it's livery. I don't know. What kind of cop role player doesn't know how to fucking say that word? Me, that's who. Charles 420, show me 1097.
C420.
Oh, that's a wall.
1097.
Oh, they're at the flares. Alright. Is this you with the road flares?
10-4.
Did AC/DC throw a party over here or something?
Trooper. Well, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe this. This has got to be the most random thing I've seen.
I mean, it's pretty simple. This highway, it's got some pretty big balls.
Big O balls. Clayla, god damn it.
I don't even. I can't even. If I was to put barricades out here, would the locals just smash through them, or would they actually kind of stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, F
Yeah,
that.
we're
No,
down there.
they'd smash straight through them. Not unless if you put your car in front of the barriers, that would that would stop them.
But then why would there even be a barrier, I guess?
Wow,
you
they
know?
just nailed my car.
Well, alright, let's check this out before the locals decide that they want to check us into a hospital. Do we have any witnesses, or was there a 911 call about this?
No, literally, I was just driving back. I just went up to Palito to get my car washed. Came back and then just saw a big O-ball rolling down the hard shoulder.
Oh, you actively saw this rolling down the road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was right up there at the exit. I see the ball rolling down. I came down to the UE.
I mean, I can't move it with bare strength. We can only do it with the vehicles. So whatever we're gonna do, we'd have to use a vehicle for.
Alright.
So, I guess the most comic thing that someone's about to see is a patrol car pushing a big O-ball. I mean, we can use mine if you want, because I've got my ram bar.
Jesus. Alright, we got three cars here. If you want to use your car, we'll ride behind you and make sure traffic doesn't F your shit up. I'd say stay in the breakdown lane, use the guardrail, and, oh, whoa! My God. Alright,
No.
I'd say we could roll it up the hill and push it off to the right, and I'll stay right behind you, and, who's the other deputy?
That'll be 121. That's Deputy Schaefer.
Okay, so 121 and yourself, 121 can ride in the left lane, or let me rephrase that, the right lane, and I'll ride in the breakdown lane behind you, just in case anyone decides to pass him on the left, because, you know, local problems, you know, they'll smash into me instead of you and your big ball.
Yeah, man, gotta protect my ball.
Absolutely. Protect your head and neck, but also your nuts.
Jesus.
Let me move my phone away from the mic. I can't believe I'm responding to a call like this. Remember, guys, if you can dodge a ball, you can dodge an orange.
If you can dodge traffic, you can dodge a ball.
Even one this big. Guys, I can't believe this is my first call on live stream. I can't friggin' believe it. This is fucking epic. My balls are always bouncing to the left and to the right. I don't know any more lines from that verse, but let me think about it. I haven't sung this song or listened to it in a while, and I don't want to play it on stream. So I don't want to get muted for anything, but some balls are held for pleasure and some for fancy dress. But no, what is it? Some balls are held for charity and some for fancy dress. But when they're held for pleasure, they're the balls that I like best. Yeah, sorry it took me like 9 tries to get that right, but I got it right. What's going on, Lee? How you doing, man? This is strategy right here. We gotta protect the ball. You know, whether it's 1 or 2, you gotta protect it. That's an actual civilian. I think that's Jack Smith. Oh, man. Curling doesn't have shit on us.
God damn. Sorry, count his balls went onto the onto highway.
Trooper.
One sec before you push. Don't stop. I don't stop. Deputy, stop moving the ball. All right. Oh God. I wanted to just make sure the area. I wanted to make sure the area was clear down there before we push it in there. And I don't want to run over some nerd who's taking a selfie. All right, it looks clear. Go for it. Run free, big ball. Live the life you were meant to live.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh God, I think it's going towards the orphanage.
I think it popped.
Gentlemen, on behalf of the state of San Andreas, I would like to thank you for your top-notch police work.
Thank you, man.
Trooper.
Can you sound 124?
That was something else.
Yeah,
You can
that
go
was
ahead and show
interesting.
myself and all units on the scene. 1097, 108.
That yellow stock car that passed us when we were pushing the ball, did you see it?
Is that Jack Smith?
124, Charles 420.
Yeah, I believe so. That car is actually not allowed to be on the interstate. He only has a racing, he has like a special racing certification, which means he can only be on roads, and he can only go up to 50 miles per hour. So if you see him again, just FYI.
Do you happen to know his plate or any of his plate off the top of your head? Because I don't want to pull over another Futo and have it be the wrong guy.
I don't think it's a Futo. It's that stock car.
I think a Futo, like,
It's
upgraded.
42. Let me check. I think it's 42 Union Frank Tom 602.
All right, 10-4 on that. If I see me, I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm not. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah,
Are you ready for this dad joke? Are you ready for this dad joke right here? I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm not gonna bust his balls over following that on the highway. Like, you know, who wouldn't want to see that? That is this state's police work at its finest.
It's true.
But
Yeah, so
I'm not gonna give him any
he has,
freebies again.
Yeah, race car registration.
10-4 on that. Thank you for the
All right.
heads up.
No problem. Yeah, I've stopped him multiple times, so I figured I'd let you know.
All right, thank you. I'll see you out there, deputy. Are we all 10-8? Yep, we're 10-8. So the dispatcher can change our status. I can change it as well, but the dispatcher can change it for us. It's a pretty cool feature. I don't want Jack Smith's record just sitting there. All right, cool. I'm sure we'll be looking at Jack Smith's record soon enough, though. Cops 1, Civ 0. How? Alright. I'm still trying to get used to the buttons for the light bar because it's different than other servers. Alright. Does anyone here happen to know, out of character, how that got started? Was anyone watching? Like, what in the hell was that? Dispatch is very important on this server. It's not someone just sitting in a room in a game by themselves. In fact, they're not even on the game, usually, to be honest. They're often not even playing. I think they sit at a computer with open CAD. Which, I mean, look, with this, but they've got a dispatcher version. And it's not like someone is forced to do that, you know? It's not like someone who wants to get in the game and cause some trouble or do some police work is being forced to dispatch. These people are choosing, like, when they sign up for our server,
Sam 121, go ahead.
they're choosing to be dispatched. So they're doing exactly what they want to do, and they do a really good job. That was nuts. I mean, we already know what this stream, like, when I upload this stream to YouTube, it's going to be called Episode 0, Big Balls. You know, and we're calling it Episode 0 because, it's the beta episode. I don't know what's going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to have technical difficulties. I didn't even know if people were going to be on. But more importantly, I knew I was going to spend a lot more time talking to you guys in the intro than I normally do. So, but, and also, today is only going to be a, don't you do it! Don't you do it! Today is going to be only a 2-hour stream. So, when I go live at noon, oh my god, I'm keyboard catting so hard right now.
124, 1065 mics.
Sam 124 10-4 10
But what was I
5
saying?
advise dispatch
Episode 69, 100 more biddies. Thank you for the 100 biddies earlier, by the way, Sky High. I might not have thanked you officially for that. So yeah, when you see me go live at noon, it's because Krista does have work that day. And so I'm going to be streaming noon to 2 on days like this. And that's because, you know, she goes to work at 2:30. So I put it up at 2 and I go help her out so she can get ready. Like I, you know, take over on dad duty. And then my day begins right then. And she goes off to work. I see what you did there, Sky High. I see what you did there. Sorry, my driving is a mess right now. It'll get better as the day or the week goes on, but I haven't played because I had the convention and stuff this weekend. By the way, PAX was a good time. I'll shoot the shit with PAX. I'll shoot the shit with you guys about PAX for a couple of minutes. So as a lot of you guys know, I do PAX East almost every year. I love it. I live in Massachusetts. So to go to PAX East, or to not go to PAX East, I should say, is just crazy. You know, for me to not go, that's just nuts. I have to go to that. I've got to go to PAX East every year, honestly. So I ended up meeting Attack of the Afro. If you're familiar with him, he's a hilarious streamer. I ran into him once on RP First, and then I ran into him again. Well, I didn't run into him again actually ever on GTA, but I went to his stream and, you know, became buddies with him. He's such a funny dude and such a nice guy, and I got to meet him at PAX. We talked GTA roleplay. I told him he needs to check out OCRP because he would kick ass here. I know a lot of people who are either tied down to 0 communities or tied down to multiple, if that makes sense. Well, not tied down, but people who play multiple, and then people who play nowhere at the moment. I know, and those people are always kind of looking for somewhere new. And I told them about OCRP, sent them the application. You know, TVS BOH being one of them. Attack of the Afro. Sammy D. I don't know, maybe you guys know him. He hasn't done roleplay in a while. He used to do Arma 3 roleplay, though. He was really funny back on Critical Gaming. Yeah, you don't get invited, Sky High. Sky High SMS doesn't go to PAX East unless he's invited. I'll see you at TwitchCon. You're invited to TwitchCon. How's that sound, Sky High? You did a heist? What episode number is it, MG Smithy? Sergeant Christian, thank you for the host, man. This year, it's going to be in San Jose. So do you know the way to San Jose? Is it at the seaport? No, it's going to be, yeah, it's San Jose. I don't know the name of the arena, but the tickets are on sale. So you can look up the exact date and venue. I really hope so, Sky High. I truly want to go. It's going to be an issue of dad life mixed with finances. If we can afford it as a family, if I make some extra money this year, and it's not money that, you know, is needed for the family to keep on keeping on. And that's where my extra funding is going to go. Because I loved it. Oh, my God. I went in 2016. TwitchCon was one of the coolest damn weekends of my entire life, guys. What a blast. Partied like a friggin' rock star for 3 days with Carson Crits. Carson Kelly, whatever you want to call him. Someone else who I told he needs to get on this, I messaged him the link a couple of hours ago on his Facebook. I said, you need to get the fuck over here, man. No more excuses, Carson. Return to roleplay. He's like, yeah, but I'm playing this new Arma 3 Exile. I'm like, yeah. You gotta get with us, man.
42, please.
You gotta get with us.
10-4, show you 10-7, 10-42 at 12:50. Have a good day.
I think Carson would make an amazing addition. Broker than a flat tire. I hear you, man. I hear you. Slinky here. Well, what's nice about GTA is he wouldn't have to cram multiple personalities into one character like he did on Arma. If that makes sense. I mean, he is going to be... we've talked about before, like, what he would want to do and what good ideas would be. And we decided that something like Carson Kelly, still being psychotic and schizophrenic, but instead of having all these personalities just, on a dime, I need to be a terrorist today. So, then the new personality shows up. And so rather than do that, we were thinking he has Carson Kelly, who does lose his mind and become Slinky. But to uncomplicate things, his other characters are just quite simply themselves, If you've ever seen his redneck character, what's his name? I can't think of his... Earl Redwood Jr. Have you ever seen him? Like, that would be its own character, as well as Mastermind Stevie, which I know you
Can
know.
you sound 1, 2, 4, 10, 8?
The Honorby.
Sam, 10-4.
Honorby is here, and I was just talking about Carson Kelly, and I was just talking about how Carson was on Arma 3. Carson told me that he ran into you very randomly on an Exile server the other morning. How'd that happen? Did he actually bump into you and you heard each other's voice? I mean, that doesn't sound like Carson. He would have killed you if he didn't know who you were. Or did you see each other on the player list? Or did he kill you and then see your name? Or other way around? Oh, he saw your name in chat. Alright. Hey, the Kool-Aider. How you doing? Dimmies, what is up? And welcome back, Exerno. The Honorby, you missed my first call live on stream. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna tell you the title. It's probably gonna make the stream called Big Balls. Because that's what the case was. It was big balls. The biggest balls. Big Doggany. What's going on, man? Big Doggany 1994. Are you new here? Twitch is telling me that you're new to the stream. How you doing, man? Welcome to the Roughcast Nation. Good to see you. And there is, in fact, an epic Andy. Is that the real Slinky? Hey! I've always actually been very scared of how well I can do Slinky's voice. I mean, if I wanted to, I could... I wouldn't pretend to actually be the persona Slinky. But, I would play the role of Roughcast impersonating Slinky. For whatever reason, maybe I want to frame Carson Kelly. Like, if I wanted to do that, I feel I could do his voice well enough, as long as I didn't make any stupid mistakes. I could put on the clown mask in an Arma server or a GTA server that knew Carson Kelly as Slinky. I think I could get it. As long as I didn't talk too much, I'd have to just stick to stuff like, hey, he's sleeping. Gandalf Lundgren. Indeed. How are you, man? You're watching the Arma 3 days? Nice, nice. Well then, welcome back, I should say. Welcome back. I gotta go into cruise control. I am keyboard catting so frigging hard today. And it's because servers that are using the ESX, they have some frame issues. So when I tap A and D, instead of just making a slight little adjustment, it causes me to overcorrect a little bit. I've noticed. Laptop is now broken. That sucks. Thank you, Gandalf. It's good to be back, man. Whoa! It's fucking smile and wave. There it is! There it is! The source! Alright, we're just gonna keep on moving before something bad happens. Something I've never noticed. I've driven by it 1,000,000 times, and I never noticed it until today. I gotta come up with a playlist of music that I know won't trigger any copyright mutes or, dare I say, even strikes. I've never been hit with a copyright strike, but it really depends on what kind of music you pick, you know? Do you pick something that the guy says, yeah, you know, we just take the advertising revenue, or do you get someone who says, no, forbidden, you cannot use my music ever? You know, like, that's how you get the copyright strikes. Obviously, you'd get a copyright strike if you just posted an episode of a TV show as well. You know, stuff like that. That's how you get screwed. You don't get warnings, you just get screwed. Kind of rightfully so. You know, Honorbeer, you're just gonna have to you're gonna have to either watch the VOD. Maybe someone even clipped it. I don't know if anyone made clips, but it would be the only clips within the last 24 hours. You're gonna have to either watch the VOD or wait, 'cause I'm gonna put my live streams on YouTube, and it'll be right at the start too. I don't want to spoil it for you. It was what a first call. What a way to start the return. Seriously. Oh, I'm not on highway. I'm probably gonna have to turn my TeamSpeak up a little bit. I don't know. If you guys have had any problems hearing people on TeamSpeak over the radio, let me know. I might have to turn them up a little bit, but, you know, you gotta not turn them up too much. But basically, as a trooper, which, for those of you who've joined in the last, like, 20 minutes or whatever, you wouldn't have heard me say this. OCRP lets you switch your division every 24 hours. So I do not have to remain permanent highway patrol until an official formal request for transfer and an interview goes through. If you patrol the highway all day and you don't want to patrol the highway the next day, I don't know exactly what the process is, but you can just switch over to, you know, PD or county sheriff. And you know, I feel like there's a lot more roleplay in those areas, but at the same time, there is a certain type of police roleplay that you only get on the highway. I mean, let's be honest, if I wasn't highway patrol, I wouldn't have got that call. You know, that was dispatch calling me because highway patrol. All right, let me try and turn TeamSpeak up.
124, 10-6, 10 mics.
Let me try and turn TeamSpeak up a little bit for you guys.
10-4, Sam 124, show you 10-6, advise dispatch when you're back 10-8.
Let me see if I can turn it up. Alright, I just made it louder. We'll see if it's too loud. Or not enough. I do have radio effects, it's just, yeah, no one can hear it. I don't have microphone chirps at the moment. I disabled them. I can actually turn them right back on. I disabled them because, like, I was in other channels, and every time someone spoke, I heard the chirps. I'm not gonna mess. I'll mess with the chirps for the next one, though. That's what I'll do. But yeah, I have used the chirpage before. Radio FX is awesome. Dimmies is a civilian. Yeah, civs get numbers too. Everyone gets numbers. I mean, that's just kind of normal where they come from on the DOJ server. Because there's so many people, and you identify by your first name and your last initial, but a number comes before that. Because, well, there may not be many Dylan J's, you know, and there's obviously no other Roth C's. If someone came on as a Roth C, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You ain't no Rolf C. What kind of idiot would be named Rolf? But, I mean, for example, like, Mike S., you know? I don't know if there are any, but Mike S. sounds like something that could be pretty damn common. So they put the numbers, that way you're not confusing them for, you know, for each other. Rolf Carson. Oh my god, Rolf. God damn. Someone did do that. Well, at least there's only one, but see, there's also only one unit 420. And that's me. And for the record, I did ask, you know, I was like, all right, you tell me. If you don't want someone to take unit 420, I don't say anything else about it and I pick another number. But it would be good for me. I think my audience would get a kick out of it. And, I mean, it's like it kind of fits the Rothcast brand. And obviously, easy to remember. So, I asked them if they'd mind, and the guy I spoke with said, no, not at all. You can go for it. That guy's riding right up my ass. Well, what do you expect? I'm going 65 and zigzaggy. But yeah, they didn't have a problem with it, so I nabbed it. 6969 Rob G. There is no 69. It's got to be a three-digit number. And there is a 696, and it's someone who used to play on RP first. It's Lexi, or Red Muskovich. Also, Brittany Betch. And if you don't know who that is, that was the woman who stole Dale Tucker's house. She's the one who stole his RV on YouTube. So she's on here now, and, you know, you can't be surprised that someone from there takes 696. Because half the people I worked with on the last server, they were like 169, 269, 369, 469, Paul 69, you know, or whatever. And like they were all just different letters and numbers that ended in 69. I'm like, oh, you dirty birds. Y'all a bunch of dirty birds. I wonder if there is a 666. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could look on the Discord and find out when I'm not driving around. But, so, one advantage to being highway, one thing I like, or two things I should say I like about highway compared to the other divisions. Lack of red lights is nice. I guess county doesn't really have to deal with red lights. There's not many traffic lights, if any at all, in the county. But traffic lights, guys, they're a fucking buzzkill, am I right? But the county is limited to the county. The city is limited to the city. And while highway is limited to, for the most part, the highway, you know, if you look, you see the highway goes right into the city as well. So I could be cruising around here. I could be cruising around, you know, right above Innocence Boulevard, and then a call could come in at the Vanilla Unicorn or something like that. And I don't know, maybe there's a shooting or a hostage situation or drug deals, something like that. I could be in the area. I could end up getting that call because I'm the closest one. I wouldn't have like final jurisdiction, but I could get the call because I can be in either the city, the county, or like I guess Polito is still considered the county in a way, but I can be pretty much anywhere on the map because highway is everywhere. Hey, Joker 1, 2, 3. How are you, man? It's been a while, obviously, right? Good to see you though. What did you miss? You missed some pretty big balls, man. you missed some pretty big balls. I'm sorry, AI. I'm sorry. Damn it. You missed, like I said, you missed some big balls. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, you're gonna have to wait until I put this on YouTube. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, because it was my very first call on live stream, and it was frigging hilarious. Are you talking about the EUP State Trooper dimmies, or are you talking about the NPC State Trooper? Now that we can actually edit them in some way, yeah, it's nice. we weren't able to edit them, so every single trooper looked the same, every single deputy looked the same, every single city cop looked the same. And it really, honestly, it sucked. Now, we all handled it well. You know, once in a while we made jokes. Very rarely we'd make a joke about it in-game, if that made sense, like an out-of-character in-game joke. Very rarely. But for the most part, we all worked with it. We kind of realized we didn't have a choice, and we all worked. We worked with it. But now we do have a choice. They gave us some clothing switchers for the NPC pedestrians there. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, Florida. Yeah, that would make more sense. I'm like, I guess this guy is alright. Yeah, Florida State Trooper car modified slightly to be San Andreas lore friendly. Like, I mean, I haven't... Oh, God damn it. When you see me go to first person like that, it's hard to explain, but I have a broken mouse. My scroll wheel just randomly activates. And for whatever reason, scroll wheel up pulls out your cell phone and tries to take a selfie of you. And it's honestly, it's terrible. It's terrible. I don't know why there has to be a button to take a selfie. It could just be an emoji, you know, or an emoji. It could be an emo, you know, / emote selfie, something like that. You pull out your cell phone. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not because that wouldn't work. I don't know. Oh, we got the alerts working. Cinema hold on a second. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. All right. Hold on. You can show me 10-420. No, all right. Hold on. Tier 3 sub. Subscribe for 9 months in a row. So first of all, Tier 3 sub. Super fucking appreciated. Enjoy your taser, man. Well, I know you know how to use that taser. Courtesy of the Honorbee, of course. And also, subscribe for 9 months in a row. So you might not have seen this earlier, but I posted... I took a couple of minutes to thank people who have been subscribed to me during my absence. Because that is... you know, that's pretty awesome of people who believe in this channel and know that I'll come back and support me enough that they want to continue to subscribe to me even though I'm not broadcasting for 5 months. Whether you sub to me for 1 month or all 5 of the months I was gone, you know, it all helped. It really did. Every little bit. The support, financial and moral support, it was exactly, you know, it was exactly what I needed during my break. But what I want to know, CinemaCast, did you just upgrade to Tier 3? Or have you honestly been supporting me with a Tier 3 sub during my absence? Because that'd be like fucking out of this world. Thank you very much, Cinema. Dude, every fucking month. Wow. Dude. Tier 3 sub support during a 5-month break. You rocked that taser proud, man. You and Sky High SMS and Scott Courtright, you guys are just fucking... You're all MVPs. There is no single MVP. Because no one here does this by themselves. But holy shit. You three fucking brought the savagery. And look, I mean, look at this. You just kind of, you broke me. I mean, if I have to pull over and talk about your generosity, I'm a little bit broken. So guys, toss your fucking emojis up there. Toss your love up there for CinemaCast, please. He deserves it. He deserves so much love. And Krista's in the other room with Danielle, the babbo herself. But trust me when I say she thanks you as well. Yeah. That emoji honored me. Oh, come on, what are you doing? If you were real, I would talk to you like you were like a child. Because what? No, don't you drive away from me. Because what kind of idiot would drive like you? But I'll tell you what kind of idiot. A local idiot. Now get out of my way. Thought destroyed. Boom. No, not really, but still. I don't know, it felt like the appropriate response. But there are no multiplayer... Oh, sorry, let me rephrase that. There are no NPC skin models available on this server except for as a comp. So that's kind of a dead giveaway. If you see someone driving like a complete fucking idiot and they're an NPC, then it's not... Like, if they're NPC ped / model, then it's not a player. 100% of the time. KC3DLL. Good to be back. Thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Jack Duffy, what is up? And Joker and CinemaCast, you know, you also you guys came in with some kind words when you returned to the stream. Oh wow, server is dead AF today. That's fine though. I mean, I kind of had a feeling it'd be quiet. The afternoons are quiet. It picks up at night. It's an Eastern time zone server. There are Europeans on here, of course, but yeah, its focus is on Eastern. Thank you guys for putting the love and hearts up there. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you for the love. And yeah, I'm seeing all these people on Arma 3 again, Cinema. Yeah, it has my attention. It does have my attention. I can't promise I'll give it a try, but I've been checking it out. Been watching streams. KC3DLL. Lighten the bong of subscriber savagery. Thank you very much for that tier 1 sub, and thank you for joining the ranks of the Savage United. That's right, that's what you guys are called. The Roughcast subscriber army. You guys are called the Savage United. Rock that name proud. Cheekest breaky. I wake up and I see this fucking green RC logo. And my name is still shitty. Dr. Fishy, where the hell have you been? No, I don't need everyone calling me. The occasional sup dad is not the end of the world, but if everyone was doing it, I'd have to put a stop to it. I don't want to do that. Although the occasional trolling is not that bad. See, exactly. See what you did there? Like I said, the occasional trolling ain't bad. What's going on, Army KT? How are you, my dude? How are you? Oh, man. Trooper Dadcast.
County Sam 164. 10-8.
Last time unit calling, go again.
Craig.
Sam 124, show me 10-8.
Oh, alright. I was going to say Craig Evans?
Sam 124,
I recognize the
copy,
name
10-8,
Dr.
13,
Fishy,
14.
but now that you just said that, I'm remembering exactly who you are. Dude, good to see you, Dr. Fishy. Dude, your character was a riot. He was always fun to deal with. Are you drunk? Nope. It's like dealing with a homeless Muppet. And believe me, in this channel, we appreciate Muppets. Just ask the Grover hat emoji. Daytime soap opera to watch during... Hey! You just... Are you AI? You AI... Yeah. God damn it. I know I was driving like an idiot, but if you're gonna pass me, at least use a different lane. But you gotta pass because you're a computer. CinemaCast knows what's up. Nope. I'm fucking straight edge. Every time. Yeah, that was one of my favorite especially in the more recent videos towards the end. That was one of my favorite ones, was when you just came barreling into me with that garbage truck. It was friggin' insane. I wish I could give you some more roleplay during the day. I mean, you know, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at two civilians. Granted, one of them is pretty damn hilarious. Maybe he'll give me a scenario to work with. Maybe I'll run into him doing something stupid. But, you know, I know out of character that the character he is kind of rocks out in the county. God damn, I'm not even touching my mouse wheel. And it's just going crazy. I'm gonna have to, like, disable my mouse wheel when I play GTA. I mean, I really need to get a new mouse. That's what it comes down to. I mean, God, I have no excuse not to get a new mouse after today, you know? But, yeah, that's what it comes down to. I need to get a new Razer Naga. It's the only mouse I use. It's not because I'm some kind of Razer fanboy or anything. And I do enjoy their products, but I'm not like, Razer or die, get out of here. But the Razer Naga, it's a comfort thing. It's a mouse I've been using since 2010, and I'm an old man, and I don't want to change my ways. So I'm going to get my hands on another Razer Naga, hopefully at a decent sale price, not some insane, like, $80 space age mouse price. It's a mouse that it ranges between $35 and $80. You know, it really depends on if there's a sale and where you're looking. Ah, you dirty, dirty local. Cut me off and then start going 40. If you lived in Boston, I'd flip you the bird. But no, here in San Andreas, Florida, we're respectable. I'm gonna have to disable that fucking mouse wheel until I get a new mouse. It's unacceptable. It's gonna get my ass killed. What's going on, Sedanio? How are you? You like the detachable cordless function? Nice. How many buttons does that Logitech have on the side of it? Oh, that's cool. That's cool what you said there, cheekist. Cheeky. I shouldn't call you cheekist. I should just call you cheekiest. I know what you tried to say. If I just keep on calling you cheekiest, then people will read it as cheekiests. Hopefully. Okay. I'll investigate this. Because this is the second... Now, it's been over the course of 8 years, but yes, this is the second time a Razer Naga has given me issues over the 8 years. Like replace it and get a new one issues. And that's a good feature, though. Yeah, my shit's busted, boss. Send me a new one. You got it, dude. Because Richie Dominic works at Logitech. I got this new job. What they do, right? They have me test the product. They're like, hey, Richie, this fucking mouse, it owes us a few bucks. You think you could teach it a lesson? So I bust out my aluminum bat, and I give it the aluminum fucking symphony. Just like Richie does. You know what I'm fucking saying, bro? You know what I'm saying, bro. I would love to bring my civilians here soon. But they don't want officers doing that yet. They've told us it will be doable. Alright? So for those of you who are fans of Richie and Dale, or possibly looking forward to who I might bring in the future, I will be able to play them here. I assure you. Seizure time! But for now, on OCRP, police only, or off-duty cop, but it's all the same character. So it's unfortunately an ambidextrous mouse, but the thumb buttons are for the thumb buttons on either side? I like the 12. I like all 12 buttons. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. I mean, you guys are honestly never going to see me stream MMOs. I'm going to tell you right now, and that's because I'm not good at streaming MMOs. I'm good at playing them. I'm good at getting lost in them for weeks at a time. But I'm not good at streaming it. I don't know. Some of you that might make sense, and then some of you, you're like, "Oh, why don't you stream whatever you play?" You know, I hear that sometimes too. But I wouldn't watch me stream MMOs. I don't like it. I don't like the performance I give when I'm doing that. You know. But there is stuff I would like to stream. I want to stream some Fortnite. Even though I'm not amazing at it, I do have some buddies like Sky High SMS, for example, who I play with, and you know, we pull off some great victories and we have a lot of fun. LSD CSGO, how are you, man? Hey guys, to you as well. Having buttons on either side isn't completely horrible, just something to get used to. All right. Well, what I'm probably going to do personally is look into the Logitech version of something very comparable to the Razer Naga for a righty. I think that's where my heart is at. Because getting used to new buttons is a disaster. I'm not good at it. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Will I do first-person view? I don't know. You'll have to get permission from your dad to watch this stream. I'm kidding. Just a joke, a stupid joke about your name. Yeah, I can do first-person. I do it sometimes. I just don't do it all the time. All the time. I'll do it for now. No reason not to do it now. I do go back and forth, though. I mean, mostly third person, sure. But there are some scenarios and points of view where, you know, you go first person, and it does enhance it quite a bit. But I am a keyboard catist. And the servers that, it's not just this server, it's servers that run ESX. I think the mods kind of drop the frames a little bit. So where I'm getting like 45, 50 frames as opposed to the 60, maybe even less, I don't know. I overcompensate for my steering a little bit, and it's a little bit of a bummer, but I'm not a controller guy. Much appreciated, Polecat. Polecat is your dad, L. Mayo. That is one hell of a name. Naga's running the $50 range right now. Yeah, I've seen them on sale for $35. $50 is not a horrible price considering how much they used to go for. It does look scary, but I bought it because I was playing WoW at the time that I bought it, but you know, I played other MMOs over the years and I got so used to it. To the point where, you know, if I'd go to a friend's house and they were playing or something like that, like WoW, Final Fantasy 14, Rift, Star Wars, The Old Republic, those were all MMOs that I played, and the Razer Naga benefited me greatly. And after so many years of using it, it feels very strange not to have the buttons ready to go right where I know them. It's burned into my system. Alright, and that is the end of that highway, so I'm going to do a little U-turn. That's a good place for a speed trap. Yeah, it does. I like to go back and forth, especially when I have someone in the car with me, or if I'm a passenger. I love the immersion of first-person vehicle conversation. When I'm on foot, I don't like to go first person too often because, let's be honest, you stand like a derp, you know? Everyone knows when you're in first person. You look like you're ready for battle. Ever miss Arma 3 skating on ice police chase? Well, sometimes I get my drift on strong enough that it's like skating on ice. I enjoy the driving in this so much more than Arma 3. But all this Arma 3 Exile hype going on right now, very, like almost 0% chance you'd ever see it on stream. Very small, very small. But if I did play, I would record every minute of it, you know? And anything exciting that happens, you guys would see it right here. I say right here, but on my YouTube channel. I would share that for you guys, you know? I used to love Arma 2 DayZ back in the day, and I've had a lot of fun in the past playing Arma 3 Exile. But that was years ago. I'd love to see how the mod has evolved. And I'd love to see how well the zombies are handled nowadays. What's going on, Pop King? Yeah, if you want to buy GTA 5 from Steam, that is where you do it, man. The Razer Naga Trinity Chroma Gaming Mouse. I'll look into that after stream, Kool-Aider. Thank you for pointing that out. Kool-Aider is someone who I met through some buddies of mine who I play Fortnite with, who I was telling you about earlier. Sky High SMS. He's a pretty savage player. He's a hell of a lot better than me, anyways. The Kool-Aider, I am going to be getting some Fortnite time in this weekend. So I actually haven't played it in a couple of weeks, and one would think I got sick of the game. But it was more like, you know, I prioritized GTA roleplay. You know, I only have, I don't know, maybe 10 hours of gameplay a week. It'll be different with streaming. But before I got back to streaming today, I felt like I was pretty much limited to like 10 hours or less of gameplay a week. Honestly, more like 5 or 6. You know, with that being said, I prioritized GTA RP for a little while, and also Johnny Robbins bought me Far Cry 5, and that game it's a pretty good time. I haven't gotten too far into it, but I did want to play that with him as well. That's a game you guys might see on stream. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't beaten it yet. I don't like to play games I haven't beaten on stream. If that makes sense, because you guys can ruin everything. Is this a player? Oh, let me check this out. Locals. Can I drive the Explorer? We don't have one right now. There's only 5 or 6 different cars right now. And the State Highway Patrol only has Chargers available to us. I would love to see Explorers on the server, though. I sure would. I live in Massachusetts. And, I mean, I know Explorers are, like, everywhere, right? But in the Northeast, the weather is so fucking nasty and unpredictable that, you know, SUVs, whether it's an Explorer or a Tahoe, they're a really good choice for law enforcement around here. Crown Vic is classy, don't get me wrong. And the Chargers, well, whether they're fast or not, they sure look fast.
Respond 1018. In reference to CN944.
I'm not a fan of the
local
Ford
reporting
Taurus
shots fired
police
in the
car.
area of 200-200 Adams
Shots
Apple
fired.
Boulevard. Caller was unable to determine if it was related to the ammunition or not. Respond 1018.
Good chance they're gonna try to attach me to this, so I gotta be ready. And shots fired. What did he say he was? Probably. He said it near an ammunition. I don't recall what block number he said. Probably right here. I'll start heading that way in case they need some backup. But on this server, they have one, not necessarily a server rule as much as it's the police SOP. If that makes sense. SOP is kind of like server rules, but it's, you know, you won't get kicked from the server as much as you'd get fired from the LEO and possibly have to re-sign up as a civilian. But self-dispatching, you know, not like you just get fired for self-dispatching once, but I mean, if it's a problem, yeah, you probably would get fired. So that means, you know, it's not like you've seen on other servers I've played on before, where, you know, I could just simply say, unit, whatever my name is today, show me on route. You know, I could say that on any other server I've played on. I could say that to any call, I was in the area of, or I felt that I had the expertise to attach myself to. Not the case anymore. Either you get assigned to it, or you radio in and you say, like, you know, I'm witnessing this, or I'm right up the street, I can be there ASAP. You know, that's the kind of stuff you say. But I mean, if I'm up here, you know, if I'm like all the way up here and they got a call down here, I'm not going to attach myself to that call unless dispatch asks. And I'm not even going to get on the radio and say, do you need additional? Unless they ask for it, you know? You gotta not be too ambitious. The good times will come to you. It can add a little bit more stress to make the good times come to you when you're streaming. But show patience. You know, I guess this is just advice to any other cops here on the server, or servers that have similar rules. Show some patience and just drive around, hang out with your chat. The calls will come in. The calls will come in. They spread the love, you know? The civilians decide where they want certain incidents to happen. And dispatch decides who goes to what. And I'm pretty sure they're not just gonna leave someone without a call all day, you know? They're not gonna treat you differently and give you more calls because you're a content creator. But I could definitely see them realizing, you know, so-and-so...
917.
So-and-so hasn't gotten a call all day.
Call 917 Metro.
So let's give them a little action.
I'm 97 in the area. Store owner of the ammunition. Did not hear any shots outside. I'm going to clear the alley behind the ammunition.
What's going on, Jehovany? How are you, man? Self-dispatching makes you die a little inside. It's the worst. Well, you know, it's very normal.
And 4.
It's very normal in other communities we've been in. You know, Orgabyte, RP First, and pretty much any community you see that doesn't have dedicated dispatchers. I mean, you dispatch yourself, you know? Hey, Tupa, how are you, man? Max fucking Jaeger. Man in the ocean. This is the OCRP server. The application's just opened back up, guys, today. Don't get me wrong, it's a floodgate, but yeah. Everything I've read and heard is that they're going for 64, but maybe there's been an update, and maybe they saw that they could hit a cap of 70 without causing the world to explode. You know what I mean? And, you know, in the case of the digital world, I do mean that literally to cause the world explode. To explode. Last I heard, they successfully tested up to like 45 or something. I don't know if there's been any updates. I haven't been following it religiously. Just, you know, I see the same updates that anyone who plays on 5M would see.
Metropole 917 108.
It sounds like that call is all clear down
Metro,
in the city.
10-4, show you 10-8,
was.
CN 944, 1098.
For LEOs, you have to take shifts? No, you work whenever it's right for you. I'm sure there might be scenarios where there's just like way too many cops and they might want you to go off duty. I say I'm sure there are. I actually am not sure. I don't know if there's a... I mean, normally we run at 50-ish%, and that's not the way that they plan it. That's just the way it is. 50% cops, 50% LEOs on the server. Oh, shit, at any given time. Maybe if it was, like, 20 cops one day on a server and only 3 or 4 civilians, maybe they would say, you know, the state doesn't have the money to pay for this many cops at once, you know, disperse, clock out for a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if that's something they do. But there's no, they ask you what time you're available, you know, what time zone are you, but they don't require you to play during that time zone or require you to take your shift during that time. I think that's just them trying to get a feel for how many players they have during individual prime times. You know, it's an important thing to keep track of when you only have 32 slots available per server, you know. And by the way, Polecat is your dad, I believe. 03. Thank you for the follows, guys. I do appreciate that. They're still open? I've been told that applications are open. I have not personally checked. I was told they were opening on the 9th, and I'll have to reread it, but I thought I read a Discord announcement that said they were open, so get ready for, you know, potential new people and new training and stuff. Not to give too many details about that announcement, but yeah, I mean, they did. I thought they made an announcement preparing us, you know, for some new people coming through over time. Man-to-man war, what's going on? Just popping in to say hi. You're at work. Glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm back too. It's really good to be back. It's been a long cruise and some chatting for a while, but the stream started off with an awesome call. What's going on, Thunderchild? Hey, thank you for showing me some love earlier. Saw you in Devil's chat. I appreciate that, and thanks for rolling through today. How was Devil's Arma 3? I left when he was he got like a bolt action kill, or no, he got killed because he was trying to like reload a bolt action weapon and he had to zoom out. And he got killed because he didn't know he had to zoom out in order to, you know, bolt the action or action the bolt or whatever. 32 slots, kind of hard to tell people to clock out and all. Yeah. I do look forward to that upgrade though, that we've been talking about here in chat. Someone say 64? GoldenEye? I'm reading chat and I'm driving like I'm fucking hammered. I swear I'm not hammered. I've only had 3 Bloody Marys this morning. Kidding. Kidding entirely. Nothing's working. Changing games or changing servers? That's kind of a bummer, dude. Hope he doesn't have something wrong with his PC. Well, pull that cop over. He's drunk. Now, people understand the disability that is keyboard catnitis. We get made fun of for it. It is one disability that apparently it is acceptable to make fun of people for, is keyboard catitis. But I'm not when it comes to this game, I'm more of a keyboard guy. It makes it easier to play push to talk. I've been, you know, the whole time I was playing Arma was always with a mouse and keyboard, and the whole time I was on RP First, it was always with a mouse and keyboard. But a lot of these guys are used to playing with a controller, or watching people play with a controller, because DOJ is so controller friendly. Not the only one out there, but yeah, a lot of communities are controller friendly. Oh shit! That's the sound of the beast. Whoop whoop. Darth Awesome 12. Ah, I'm reading the donation. Darth Awesome 12 donated $2. Got introduced via YouTube. Love the RP stuff. Leonelli is actually a part of the server Elio on. Apparently you two have worked together before. Indeed, indeed. Dispense justice, protect public trust. Hashtags all around. Dude, thank you for the $2 holler. And yes, I do know Leonelli. He was the sheriff for a little while over on RP First. Alright, no, I can't do this. Get out of my fucking way. Can't do it. So yeah, he was the sheriff on the server, and I wasn't second in command when he got the rank. But before he was gone, before he ended up leaving the server, I was second in command, and then I ended up taking over sheriff for a little while after he left. Lust for bacon. Indeed. What's going on, man? Saw your Steam message last night. We'll talk about that later on. I do enjoy that game. It can be fun to play sometime. Phil George, what's going on? Can anyone join the Discord, or is it active members only? You know what? That's a question I asked myself when the server first came out. It is a private Discord. You have to fill out the application on the OCRP website. And
Can I sound 124?
And if your application is accepted,
Sam 124 Blaine County.
they will respond with a link to the Discord, and that's when you're allowed to join the Discord. And there's a public area of it for people whose applications have been accepted but haven't passed their interview yet. So it gives the people who are in waiting a chance to kind of talk together, build hype together. You know, when I was waiting for my interview, because hey, doesn't matter if you have 100 followers, 12,000 followers, 1 million followers, 1 million subs on YouTube. None of that matters. You fill out the same application as everyone else. You have the same interview as everyone else. And if you're a shithead in your interview, doesn't matter how big you are. They don't need people who are big that are going to be shitheads. You know what I mean? So if you bring the wrong attitude to your interview, doesn't matter who you are, they're not going to take you. So that's my advice. This is a serious server. Yeah, we have fun, but the objective here is to achieve serious roleplay. So that being said, you want to show that you have a serious personality, a serious, mature personality. You know, that's what they're looking for, and they're looking for people who are looking for just that. So also some more advice.
146.
Also some more advice. Don't be a shitbird in the Discord.
Last unit calling 10-9.
You know what I mean? Like while you're waiting and you're in the whole whole potential members group.
Sam 124 Blaine County. Go ahead.
Sorry, radio.
Advisor, be 1058 to.
When you're in that whole potential members group, you don't want to.
10-4.
You know, you don't want to
58 for 10-0.
be a dingleberry and give a bad impression. You know. So from the moment you get in that Discord,
all 917, same traffic.
It's all professional.
I copy.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not never. It's not like that kind of mature has never reached cheekiest breakiest, cheekiest breakiest. But I mean, yeah, you know, the occasional lewd joke tossed back and forth. But yeah, I don't know. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I feel like even though I don't make sense, I make a little sense. That should be my motto. I should put that on my business cards. Even though I don't make sense, you know, I make a little bit of sense. Oh, we have a restart incoming in 12 minutes, for whatever reason. I got a PS3 somewhere, but I don't play it. Any chance I get to show my shit post emotes? Yeah, so that emote, guys. Cheekiest Breaky made that emote. And he does art for channels. He's helped me out. He created my emoji. He created 2 of my emojis. And Arnaby created the taser. So I mean, he has done art for me. And if anyone here is a streamer or a tuber looking for some art, I mean, you know, work out the logistics on his end, but at the very least, toss that contact somewhere on a list. You get in touch with him.
Yeah.
Get some art. He does a damn good job. And he makes sure you're happy with it. You're not going to get someone who's going to make you an emote and be like, here it is. Be like, well, do you think you could maybe just fix this one little corner of it? He's not going to be like, no, this is it. He's going to work with you. He's going to give you what you want. What are you waiting for? Stop being a fucking turkey. Call the cheekiest breaky today. Yes, I also do. I also do like the fact that it's an 18+ community, Phil George. My first armor community, or my first big armor community, was 18+ for a little while. After they got very established, and you know, they built a really good core of role players, they did lower the age to 16. And they also made a couple of exceptions to people under the age of 16. But those were people who you couldn't even tell. They didn't lie, all right? These weren't people who lied about their age. They were people who were under 16. They were honest. They showed a pretty genuine level of maturity. And now that's not the case here at all, guys. Just so you know, right now, there are no exceptions for the 18 and over rule right now, and I don't think there ever will be. But yeah, I mean, so I have done the 18 plus community once before, and it's nicer. It is. Yeah, you know, it'll be a few years, Mr. Polecatter's your dad, but maybe someday you could have a luxurious future in the world of Grand Theft Auto roleplay. Remember what you watch. Remember the good roleplay. Even remember the bad roleplay. Pick your role models carefully in this business. Maybe when you're 16 or 18. You could end up in a pretty sweet server, whether it's GTA or maybe Identity when that comes out, whatever the next big thing is. I recommend not applying as the name Polecat is your dad, though. Just saying, it's a good name for now, but if you try applying for servers later, get a new name. You beat us all. Oh, with the 18 community? and the people... Well, okay, there was like one who was under 16 who I know didn't work out. But two examples of people under 16 who were awesome. They really were very positive additions to the community. Zach Groh and John Barrett. John Barrett was 14 years old, and no one even realized that until he told everyone. And... that was because of his level of professionalism with the job. He wasn't like friggin' super cop or anything, but when a serious scenario came down, he didn't handle it like a 14-year-old kid. He handled it like, you know, someone 18, 22, something like that. He handled it like a younger guy. Not like a kid. So, you know, I've always given him kudos for that. Decarbonizer, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Andy rode dinosaurs to school. One time, Andino drank a Red Bull and jumped on a roof and pushed a car off the roof. Red Bull definitely gives you wings. It'll come and go, Mr. PC. The first person will come and go. Don't worry. It's not going to be full-time. You're not going to get full-time, but it'll come and go. Don't you worry. Why no face cam? I don't like to do face cam for roleplay. I started the stream with face cam. You know, I did face cam intro. Maybe we'll do a face cam outro as well. But, you know, for the roleplay, at least for right now, I don't want to have my face cam on. But if I played stuff like Fortnite on stream, or, you know, any other games similar to that, you will see a face cam up in the corner. My cruiser gets shit mileage. Yeah, it does. Sometimes it's alright, sometimes it's not, but for the most part, I like to avoid it in my roleplay. What's going on, the OG Aries? How are you, man? Humble Gamer, it's been a while. How are you? I can't believe I'm greeting people with "it's been a while." It's been a while to almost everyone here. I've been gone for so damn long. Good to see you, Humble. Yeah, first-person view will come and go. Don't you worry. Asking about it isn't going to change anything. But, you know, I use both. I like to mix it up. Like right now, this is not because you asked. So, nah. But I feel like going into first person. But this is not, no matter how many times someone asks, this is not a full-time first-person view stream. But I do enjoy it. I do like to mix it up. So don't you worry. probably get your fix. Any bots running? No, not at this time. They're all on my streaming PC, and I don't use a streaming PC anymore. I upgraded to the 1440 monitor, and as a result, I can't play in 1440 if I'm using a 1080p capture card, you know, like womp womp. So I don't even run the game, the streaming PC. I don't even have it running right now. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will get the bot up and running for the next stream. Oh, server restart. That was a fast 12 minutes. Alright, this is going to be awkward. I just want to get somewhere where I might be able to get another cop car, but I don't think it's going to happen. That felt like a fast 12 minutes, but then again, it's been a fast-moving day, you know. I've been having a lot of fun with this stream. So maybe it just was that, a fast 12 minutes, not like a 10 minutes, or 12 minutes that was actually 5. Oh, shit! Alright, I'm in the middle of the road. I was just trying to get to the sheriff's office before they did it, but I couldn't make it. Goddamn whippersnapper Bitcoin miners. Those fucking crazy kids, man. Oh, you want to know what really grinds my gears? Bank has a monthly deposit limit? What? What's going on, Ghost Twisted? How are you, man? Getting the band back together. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Put on another song. What's going on, Flaffies? How are you, dude? Alright. I'm trying to get the music going here, but it's giving me some issues. Hit that limit yesterday. What grinds your gears? That Oculus gathering dust back there? No, the Oculus isn't gathering dust, but the table is. Wow, you can actively see the dust on the table. Lame. I gotta get on that. That grinds my gears now. Thanks. I say thanks angry because it's like thanks for pointing it out. Like thanks for pointing that out, you jerk. But at the same time, it's like, oh, that is. I gotta get on that. Wow, that's... Oh, I see. So Flaffy's was talking about Bitcoin mining. Yeah, I've messed with a little bit of it. I made like $60, and I was just like, I don't ever see this being worth destroying my video card. Alright, let me read the OCRP Discord. Alright. I'm gonna try and catch up here. See if they're talking about the server being down. Or maybe it's a scheduled restart. Maybe it's a scheduled restart. I don't know. We'll see. I guess if it's a scheduled restart, I can probably just hop right back in. Alright. And I'll let you know in a second. Nope, server could not be found. Alright. You know what? Alright, I mean, it sucks to end it this early, but let's be honest, you gotta get used to it, because if I'm gonna be streaming at noon, that means... So for those of you who missed me explain this earlier, if you see me go live at noon, that is because Krista is working that day, and I wanted to get a stream in, but I wasn't able to stream at night. You know, when she goes to work, I can't stream. It's just, that's just the way it is, you know? Other than maybe like a 10-minute IRL stream to say hi or something. But to do an actual GTA roleplay stream, you know, I need 2 hours, and I need to make sure someone else is with my daughter. And yeah, so I get like noon to 2, and Krista goes to work at around 2:30. So I give her that half hour to get ready and all that. But what a welcome back. You guys are amazing. Seriously, you guys fucking amazing. ACDC 197, thank you for the follow, man. Killsum68, thank you for the follow. Darth Awesome with that $2 donation earlier. KC3DLL with some biddies. Sky High SMS with some biddies, as well as a $100 donation. Scott Courtwright with tier 3 sub and almost $40 worth of bits. Fucking respect you, bro. I respect all of you, bros. You guys are savage. What's going on, Jacob8696? We are going to be ending the stream, but can finally afford weed. What? Yes, because I live in Massachusetts, and it is legal to be able to afford weed. Anyways, on another note, though, you'd think so, Sky High, but if I can be honest with you guys, the last month has been the most sober month of my life, and I don't just mean because it's like dad stuff. I mean because I haven't had any. So it's been difficult. I miss it. I mean, I'm used to always having easy access to some Mary Jane products, and I'm used to them not getting me in trouble because of the great state of Massachusetts, as I mentioned earlier. But yes, it has been an unfortunately sober month. Thank you, Jacob, for the follow. Thank you for the beard compliment. The stickiest of the icky, Lester Bacon. As Dave Chappelle called it, what was that, in Half Baked, when he was Sir Smokes-a-Lot? The stickiest of the icky. Chuffing Hambone, good to be back, dude. Epic Andy, thank you. Get my ass to Vegas. Well, hey, you talking about going out to the West Coast?
Back 10-8. Canadian unit advisor, still under 10-0.
1 second. I'm gonna do an official
Metro Paul
10-7
917. I'm gonna be 10-7,
there.
1042.
But,
Unknown on current 10-0.
Let me mute that and officially say goodnight to you guys. Well, you know, before good night, good day, whatever. Let's look at the list of people I'm following. And let's find someone to pass the love to. You know what? How could I not? How can I not? I'm not going to use this song a lot because I do want to put all my streams on YouTube, and I don't want to deal with copyright mutes. But at this point, I feel like, you know, I can end like I can cut it off a little early and not worry about that. So it just ain't a Roughcast host without this song. Am I right, guys? Let's find somebody to love. I'm glad to be back, man. Thank you, Dimmies. You have a good day as well, Carbonizer. Dance for you? Alright, you get a